good? What's good? This is your host, Swag Boy, from swagboy360.com. Today's episode, what really went down between Jim Jones and Freddie Gibbs? Yo, you know what's crazy, yo? Freddie Gibbs and Jim Jones had a fight at a restaurant called 112 Steakhouse, like a little steakhouse, right? You know what's crazy? They call it Prime 112. I know a bitch that worked there. So as soon as I found out they was banging out there in Miami, I called the bitch up. Now, I'm not gonna lie, yo. I'm gonna keep it real what I did, y'all. So boom, I found out they was fighting, so I called the bitch up. Now, I don't really fuck with the bitch no more, you know what I mean? Because you know me, when I cut a bitch off, I cut a bitch off. We ain't on no friendly type shit, nothing. You cut off. It's over. So anyway, I called all concerned and shit. I said, hey, what's going on? So I ain't gonna say her name because I don't want TMZ knocking on her door. So I'm like, yo, what's going on? You okay? I just said, I called her like, yo, you okay? You okay? She said, yeah, why wouldn't I be okay? I said, bitch, I just heard they was fighting at your job. She said, oh, right, yeah, they was fighting. Yes, and I was there. I saw it all. So check this out. I'm about to break down the whole story of what really went down, what all the other bloggers ain't telling you. Let's go. So boom. Jim Jones and his entourage. They in a restaurant. They eating, right? Now they about to leave. Now, before they leave, before Jim Jones' entourage fully leaves, someone comes into the restaurant. As he's coming in, someone from Jim Jones' team is coming in a restaurant. As he's coming in a restaurant, he recognized Freddie Gibbs. So he ain't saying nothing to Freddie Gibbs. He just walked by Freddie Gibbs and he went towards Jim Jones. So boom, son tapped Jimmy. Yo, Jimmy, guess who here? Jimmy like, who? That nigga Freddie Gibbs. Yo, you want me to give it to him? Yo, you want me to rock him? Jimmy said, no, I got this. Let me handle it. You fall back. You just hold me down. I got this. Now, I'm about to give y'all some real details. What I'm about to say is some real details, right? Now, Freddie Gibbs was sitting down eating with another individual who I believe was his bodyguard. Now, Freddie Gibbs was eating a Louisiana-style char-grilled oysters with chopped seasoned potatoes. Now, I'm telling you this because this plays a big part of the whole situation. Let me say it again. Freddie Gibbs was sitting down with who believed to be his security guard, and Freddie Gibbs was eating Louisiana-style char-grilled oysters with chopped, baked, seasoned potatoes. Right? I don't know what he was drinking, but that's what he was eating. Now, moving forward, remember that I said this. Now, Jim Jones knows Freddie Gibbs in there. So, boom. Now, Jim Jones and his entourage is leaving. Now, as they're walking, Jim Jones is leading away. The goons is behind him. He's walking away. So, boom, he's getting closer to Freddie Gibbs. He sees Freddie Gibbs eating. Jim Jones standing up. He looking down on Freddie Gibbs. He looked at Freddie Gibbs, said, oh, what's good, yo? Freddie Gibbs like, what's up? What's up with all that shit you was talking, man? Like, I'm looking at the internet. You got a lot to say about me. Freddie Gibbs, he gangster. He held it down. He said, it is what it is. So, boom, this is what happened. Jim Jones looked down at Freddie Gibbs' plate. Jim Jones was like, yo, those seasoned baked potatoes look good. No, I'm sorry. He said, those potatoes look good. Jim Jones reached into his plate, picked up the potato, ate it. He ate Freddie Gibbs potato, a piece of his potato. Freddie Gibbs looked up. He said, yo, you know you paying for that shit, right, nigga? Jim Jones laughed. Boom, stole off on him. Boom, 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 boom. The fight, the melee begins now. As they're fighting, right? Because rumor has it that Jim Jones and his entourage beat up Freddie Gibbs. No, that is not true. Jim Jones and Freddie Gibbs, it was a one-on-one. Jim Jones beat up Freddie Gibbs one-on-one. His entourage beat up the security guard. The security guard is the one that got mashed out. Now, check this out. While so now like a minute goes by, people from the restaurant starts to intervene. Other individuals who eat and start to intervene. Now one of the waitresses, cause somebody, I think Academic said Freddie Gibbs and his security guard ran out the back. That wasn't true. After the ass whooping took place, the waitress told Freddie Gibbs and his entourage there is another exit in the back if you want to leave, and so you don't have to run into them again. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened, yo. Now let me tell you, let me break down another element. Check this out. This is what Jim Jones been waiting for. Do you know how long Jim Jones been waiting for this opportunity, yo? He been waiting so long for this opportunity. This nigga been in the gym. This nigga been boxing. This nigga been working out. He been waiting to give all you rappers, all you dudes talking junk about Jim Jones, he been waiting to run into you. Let me tell you why. Jim Jones is tired of you dudes disrespecting him, yo. Jim Jones is tired of you dudes bringing up the Rucker, how he got jumped at the Rucker. Jim Jones getting tired of you bringing up True Life. Jim Jones tired of you niggas lying, talking about he a snitch. Jim Jones is tired of you niggas clowning him cause he lost the verse battle with Deluxe. He tired of that shit. So now he making an example out of niggas. So Freddie Gibbs was one of the first individuals that Jim Jones is making an example out of, yo. Let me tell you, do something. Now, I know you niggas might think Jim Jones soft. Jim Jones ain't soft, yo. Jim Jones will rock with you, son. Jim Jones will fight you, son. Yeah, he took a few L's. We all did. But that don't mean he a bitch. But let me tell you about Freddie Gibbs now. You know what I mean? Cause I just got a message on IG from somebody who knows Freddie Gibbs. And look, Freddie Gibbs ain't taking this lightly, yo. Freddie Gibbs feels some type of way right now, son. He's feeling some type of way, yo. He got violated and beat it up. He got violated and beat up, yo. And it ain't looking good for him because right now in this war between Jim Jones and Freddie Gibbs, Jim Jones is up 2-0. He shot at you in Harlem talking shit. Bah, 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 bah. And he's like warning shots. You ain't do shit. And now he ate your seasoned potatoes and beat you up. He ate the man's food and whooped his ass. That's what Jim Jones did to Freddie Gibbs. And now Freddie Gibbs, he getting calls from all these other cats. He getting calls from other gangsters. I don't know, they big homies, but he getting calls from other gangsters like, yo, what you gonna do about it? It's not looking good for you, yo. It's not looking good for you because we all know Freddie Gibbs, he's very opinionated. He was going back and forth with Umar Johnson, talk about how he'll fight him. He's going back and forth with Jeezy. He's going back and forth with Jim Jones. He's going back and forth with Academics. Now, Freddie Gibbs, put all that to the side. Don't talk about Jeezy no more. Don't talk about Umar no more. And don't talk about Academics no more. Niggas want to see you get at Jim Jones for him violating you. Niggas want to see you get at Jim Jones for him violating you and eating your seasoned baked potatoes, yo. Straight up. If you don't do nothing to retaliate, the streets ain't going to respect you no more. Now, Freddie Gibbs, you and I know respect is everything, but you also got to understand this is what you asked for. You was asking for Jim Jones to bring this to you, son. You talking about how, yeah, you be in New York and all that. You be in this hood, you be there, you be over here and all that. Jim Jones ain't this, Jim Jones ain't that. Why you disrespecting a man's name and then be surprised when he bring it to you the way he bring it to you, yo? So in closing, right now, in this war, Jim Jones up 2-0, man. Jim Jones ain't playing with you, yo. Jim Jones pushing 50, but he's still fighting like he in his 30s, yo. He's still bringing it to Cash, yo. He make an example out of Cash, yo. He let him know, don't play with me. Oh, yeah. And this is also what he said that the tabloids ain't going to say. After he finished whooping on Freddie Gibbs, as he's walking away, I quote, Jim Jones says, tell him, what did he say? He said, tell him that a Harlem nigga did this to you, B. And that was today's episode. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'm going to catch you on the next go round, my nigga. Hello.